Hi guys, I'm back, and first of all I want to thank you all for an overwhelming response on my first video. It really feels great and special, and this time on popular demand I am going to compare the two laptops which claim to be the best laptop right now in India under 50,000 rupees, and these are Lenovo Ideapad Slim 3 Ryzen 5 5500U variant and the HP Inspiron 14S Ryzen 5 5500U variant. But before we start the comparison, I just want to highlight one thing, that I've given different weightages to each of the parameters that we are going to compare these laptops on. So higher the importance of the parameter for me, higher the weightage for that parameter will be. So let's get started. The first parameter that we are going to judge these laptops on is the processor. So both these laptops are powered by the same AMD Ryzen 5 5500U processor, and that is a very capable mid-segment processor which comes with 6 cores, 12 threads, supports hyper-threading, follows a 7nm architecture compared to the 10nm architecture followed by the Intel 11th gen processors. The single core and multi-core performance of both these laptops is similar, obviously, because they share the same processor. The heat performance of both these laptops is quite satisfactory. In fact, yes, I've used the HP version also for a day, and I never witnessed any above average heat either near the keypad area or the touchpad area. Both these laptops are quite at par when it comes to heat performance. The GPU on both these laptops is integrated, which is AMD Radeon. You will not get a dedicated GPU on any of these laptops. The only thing which separates both of these laptops on this first parameter is the ability to change the dedicated GPU RAM, which Lenovo allows you to change through their BIOS settings, but HP has blocked it. So the dedicated RAM for GPU in HP laptop is limited to 512 GB, whereas in Lenovo you can change it and increase it to 2 GB, which is the maximum limit supported by the AMD Radeon graphics card. So based on that, the only extra point goes to Lenovo in this category. Otherwise, there are similar points that I've allocated for both these laptops, and here's the final score for both of these laptops for parameter 1. So the winner ultimately by 1 point is Lenovo Ideapad Slim 3. So on to RAM now. So both these laptops come with 8 GB of DDR4 3200 MHz of RAM, and the max RAM availability on both these laptops is 7.3 GB. So each of them obviously get 1 point each for all these three things. But the only thing which separates these two laptops in this category is that the HP laptop lets you upgrade RAM up to 16 GB, whereas on Lenovo you can only do it for 12 GB. So that is where the HP laptops gets 1 extra point, and this is the final score for both of them. So HP wins this round. On the storage front, both of these laptops come with 512 GB of NVMe SSD, which performs really good. So both of these laptops get a point each for that. The only point of concern here is the expandability of the existing M2 slot, as none of these laptops come with an extra M2 or HDD slot for storage expansion. So I called up the tech support of both the companies. While Lenovo said that their M2 slot may support SSD up to 1 TB, but they do not recommend it. Also, the HP support guys had no answer to my question, and they said that they will come back after checking. So I am not giving any of these laptops any point on this front till I hear back from them. The next parameter is the screen. So both of these laptops come with a full HD IPS panel which supports a color gamut of 45% NTSC or 62% sRGB, which is quite decent for the price. Hence both of these laptops get 1 point each. The difference is in the next three parameters, where the HP laptops come with a glossy screen, which means that if you're sitting in a lot of light or you're sitting outside in direct sunlight, you will see a lot of reflection, while Lenovo laptops comes with a anti-glare screen, which is quite easy on the eyes. Maximum brightness of HP screen is 250 nits, whereas Lenovo supports a max brightness of 300 nits. So what that does is, while it obviously gives you maximum an increased maximum brightness, but it also enables additional features like HDR. As for a screen to have HDR support, it should have a minimum brightness level of 300 nits. So looking at this, here's the final score. As we can see, Lenovo takes a lead here and also wins this round. Next up is the build quality, and both of these laptops are made up of polycarbonate, which is of quite decent quality, but at the end of the day it's still polycarbonate, so only half marks each for that. The hinge quality is quite decent, but you still can't open the laptop with just one hand, so I have not given any marks for that. The other point which I want to make, and it does make a lot of difference in the overall look of the laptop, is that when you look at the palm rest area of Lenovo, it looks quite seamless because the joint between the palm rest area and the back panel of the laptop is not visible from the top, whereas in HP you can see that joint from the top, which does make a lot of difference when it comes to the look of the palm rest area. So with that in mind, here's the final score of this segment, and as we can see, it's a tie for now. Both of these laptops are quite similar when it comes to the battery, with the only difference being that the Lenovo laptop supports a 45 watt-hour battery versus the 41 watt-hour battery found in the HP laptop. Both of these laptops support rapid charge, and also the charger found in box is of 65 watt-hour. So by the virtue of having a slightly larger battery, Lenovo takes a lead in this round. On the keyboard front, both these laptops have the exact same specification with 1.4 mm of key travel, and they also have 2-level backlit keyboard. It's not just about the specification, the feel and the experience of using both these keyboards feel almost the same, so it's a tie for this round. If you've seen my review of Lenovo Ideapad Slim 3, I said that the camera of this laptop is pathetic, and I still stand by it. But when it comes to HP, it's no different. The camera is as bad as Lenovo, so again no points here for any of these laptops. The only point which probably gives an edge to Lenovo laptop is the presence of a privacy shutter, which obviously is an add-on. So here is the final score for this round, and Lenovo comes out as the winner. The touchpad on both of these laptops is quite average at best. While they do support Windows Precision drivers, which is good to have, but overall the experience is not really good. So as we can see, it's a tie for both of these laptops, as quality on both of these laptops of the touchpad is quite average. So when it comes to the ports, both of these laptops have a USB 3 Type A port, USB 3 Type C port, and none of these laptops support charging through USB 3 Type C port. They both have HDMI slot, 3.5 mm jack and a card reader, and also both of them do not have an Ethernet port. The only thing which differentiates these two laptops here is the presence of an extra USB 3 Type A port on HP laptop, which gives it another extra point, and hence the HP laptops takes a lead in this round. So quickly moving on to the second last, and in fact one of the most important parameters of this comparison, which is wireless connectivity. So both of these laptops support Wi-Fi 5, none of these laptops support Wi-Fi 6, but the point which differentiates these two laptops is the presence of 2x2 Stream and MU-MIMO on Lenovo laptop, which should theoretically improve the performance of your Wi-Fi connection. Also, the Bluetooth version on Lenovo laptop is 5.0, whereas on HP it is 4.2. So as we can see, basis the specification, here is the final score, and as we know, Lenovo takes a lead in this round. So this is the last parameter of this comparison, and it is more about the experience of owning this laptop rather than the configuration. So both of these laptops come with Windows 10 Home pre-installed. Both of these laptops again come with the Microsoft Office 2019 Home and Student subscription, which is valid for lifetime. They both have a good brand value. The service quality is above average. And this is obviously subjective based on the region that you live in, but overall it is above average for both of them, and they both have a fingerprint scanner which works really well. So it's a tie on the last parameter. So let us find out which is the laptop which wins this comparison, and in case you're looking for a laptop under 50,000 rupees in India, then which is the laptop you should go for. So here's the final scores, and as we can see, Lenovo comes out on top with 48 points versus 43 of HP. And in case you're looking for a laptop under 50,000 rupees right now in India, then you know which one you have to go for. So guys, this was my comparison of Lenovo Ideapad Slim 3 Ryzen 5 5500U and HP Inspiron 14S Ryzen 5 5500U. I just want to highlight one thing here, that I do not have enough subscribers for these showroom people to give me a review unit. So I just went to my friend's place and used his HP laptop for one day, and this comparison is based on that usage. So in case you want to highlight something regarding this comparison, please leave the comment below, and if you find this helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. This is Arun signing off. Thank you.